Does he even say that anymore? Obviously, he said that when he was Elias. He said, "Hello, I am Elias." I don't know I know his name is now Elijah, but I don't know if he does the same catchphrase. You're finally awake. Wait, that's gonna be my What? That is not the GIF I picked. I'm going live, but I'm tweeting that I'm going alive, going alive. Finally, and I'm trying to add a certain I'm in the Forgotten City right now. It's the Skyrim opening cutscene. You're finally awake. I'm going to tweet that on both of my things. Alt text. Skyrim opening cutscene. Alright. We're good to go. Good to go. Am I even live? I sure am. Good to go. Even live? Is that my microphone? Hold on. I had a little mic problem the other day. How's that? One second. Hold on. I had a little mic problem the other day. That's okay. It's a little... How's that? One second. Yeah, there it goes. It, for some reason, I guess my microphone got unplugged and all of my defaults got scrambled. I'm glad I checked, because otherwise I would have. I already had to fix it on Discord and so on. I'm slowly but surely saving up for I'm trying to get a beard on Geoguessr. Head, beard, but they're too expensive. Go to shop. $17.50. See, I gotta start doing some dailies, but I don't want to do a Bulgaria map for the next who knows how long. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, let's do it. Let's lock in for another daily challenge. I missed a day last week. I don't even know how. I don't know when, but I did. Okay. Italy, Spain. Those cypresses. That seems Spanish to me. Santa Lucia. No. That's like a store, right? That's surely a store name. Because that just looks like this just looks like Spain, like southern Spain. Domain name on here, maybe? I see .com. Oh, I should even, like, I haven't even looked. Yeah, these are EU plates. I gotta get in the habit of checking cars. Yeah, I mean, this just looks to me like we're maybe in like hereabouts. Could be further up here, like by Barcelona, but these hill, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an expert of terrain. Let me go back to square one. Can I look north? What can I find north? Because if I could see mountains north, that would help a lot. Hold on. This place looks like it might have a tell. No, that's a plaza name. Do I see anything that looks like a town name? I'm just trying to like cut across. If I could, if there's like a similar vista to the north, that would help me a lot. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna find it. I am finding train tracks, but that unfortunately doesn't help me. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's as many hills north. Maybe some distant ones, but like we're kind of high elevation already. Like we are the hills north. So I'm not seeing like the Pyrenees. That I feel like if you're in like north of Barcelona, you're seeing Andorra and the Pyrenees. Yeah, pretty good guess. It was even further south than I thought, but I don't hate that at all. Ronda. Did I see that? I might have seen that. I might have seen that name, but so these were the hills south and just like kind of scattered ones north. So we were actually a lot closer to those hills. It doesn't matter. Ronda has been inhabited since prehistoric times. Was an important Roman settlement known as Arunda. See, my title's perfect. We are in ancient Rome right now. This I don't think is ancient Rome. This just looks like Sweden maybe. Can I get a better look at that sign? Sipankuye. Or Siponkuye. No, probably on. Sweden we're like divided. No. Norvejärvi. Norvadi? Norway also possible. Welcome in. We were just in ancient Rome. Not actually, we're in ancient Arunda down here, but that's a Roman place. Hello. Hello, Frey. Both right on time. Round one, true to the title, was an ancient Roman colony in Spain. And now I'm trying to decide if we're in Sweden or Norway. I mean, this... I think the A with the umlaut is a... And that right there. Civis Vara with a double A. No, that's not. There's no way this is Finland. No way. But maybe Denmark. But the terrain. This doesn't look like Danish terrain. For example, there's a small hill up ahead. I think. See, I'm not seeing any O's. That I feel like I would see in Norway. So I'm just gonna I'm really bad at region guessing Sweden, and I did. Sivassenveren. I feel like we are like not super, super north, but like decently north. What if I just do a fucking label click? Capital click or label click? Let me see. I got 20 seconds. Capital click, label click. Pitch. You give me advice so that I can blame one of you instead of myself. Capital clicking. I'm clicking Stockholm. It was Finland. Okay. Well, so here's the thing. I saw the double letters, and the double letters, I'm always going to say, like, oh, that looks like Finnish. But the rest of the words didn't look Finnish at all. Like, I don't know. No, I guess Sivas and Vara, it does look super Finnish. That's on me. But to be fair, if I go Finland, I probably am not going to get any more points than that. So yeah, Rovaniemi, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is home to Santa Claus Village, where you can meet Santa any time of the year and cross the magical Arctic Circle. Yeah, I wouldn't have said it was that far north either. I mean, it looked north, but oh well. This isn't ancient Rome either, but maybe CL. All right. Well, that helps a lot. There's a huge fucking city to like our north. And we're in Chile. I think this is Chile. Yeah, Chile. A lot of the like this area is like has a very Mediterranean climate, because it's like what the equivalent of like the equator's here. Mediterranean is what, like 30-40 degrees north of the equator, and this part of Chile, or like this part here, is the same amount underneath. That's why all the Italians love Argentina, because it's just South American Italy. So this is probably like, this just seems like this exact bay, right? Like there's a promontory north. Like, I guess it could be further south. I'm just trying to like gauge based on the terrain, because this is like a large sprawling city that is northeast and east. So the water actually, like, that makes me want to click here, but I feel like it's got to be more north. It could be here, but this doesn't look like a huge city. See, I'm not crazy, right? CL, I'm pretty sure CL is Chile. I'm pretty sure CL is Chile. But I reserve the right to be wrong and embarrassed. Where else would it be? If it were Mediterranean, I don't think it's like Colombia. I don't think it's Colombia. I'm locking. It was further north. That makes sense. Valparaiso. Yeah, just like right outside of Santiago. I shouldn't have clicked. There's no way that Concepcion is quite that big, and the terrain didn't match up quite as well. That's okay. I felt like every time I zoomed out, I was seeing different. I spent a little too much time at this level instead of this level. Chile's so long. It's too long. We're somewhere in Central America again. We've got dollars. And some English stuff. If I could find like a sign. Chile has so much coast. Yeah, not easy to narrow it down. Yeah, we are. So it's like predominantly Spanish speaking. Chile said, hey, the beach is nice. I want more of this. Colombia, possible. Distinct possibility. As I discussed last night, I was playing some Geoguessr. I just did the dailies with Noah last night. I'm really bad at South America. Like Latin America, really. San Francisco. Let me. We're in California, guys. This is one of the reasons. Is because like every single South American country or Latin American country has a San Francisco. Panamericano. Okay, I'm just like I'm not being efficient here. What is this? What are these street signs? I've never seen these street signs before, like red street signs. Because like I almost wanted to say when I saw the English, I wanted to say like possibly Puerto Rico. I don't hate Colombia. It does look maybe further south than Colombia, but I don't really know. Like I've not really gotten anything to go off of here. I think it's not Chile because I know what Chilean street signs look like. German. Heck, it could be virtually any country in. What did we have yesterday? Ecuador. I went like Bolivia on Ecuador. Burger King. Wait, that says Puerto Rico. I'm clicking Puerto Rico. Can I find San Francisco, Puerto Rico? If this is stupid, it's stupid. Whatever. Okay. We were in Ponce. Now, I will say, Puerto Rico was my first thought when I saw Spanish and then English in the same, like, scan. But when I saw those street signs, I was like, this is probably not Puerto Rico because I feel like Puerto Rico usually has, like, American infrastructure. Like, you'll get, like, American mile per hour signs and that kind of thing. And I was like, those red street signs looked so foreign to me. Ponce is Puerto Rico's second largest city, known for its stunning neoclassical architecture and rich cultural history. All right. All right. Who are you? That's not a national flag. This is round 5. There's no music, by the way. For some reason when I'm not streaming, Geoguessr plays music, but when I stream, it doesn't. Emergency interest. Okay, that's English. I mean, that doesn't really help because we're in Africa. Somalian. That's just a medicine name. That doesn't help at all. Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. Okay. I mean, that obviously suggests there's a Montessori school, Cape Coast. I mean, that suggests South Africa. I don't know that this looks like South Africa to me at all. But I don't know where else Cape Land would be. I mean, it's English, it's in Africa, and I'm seeing the word Cape everywhere. I would need... South Africa's so big, you know, like, it's got a lot of different... We just had like a Parle guess like yesterday. And it didn't look like this. But South Africa's so big, it's got a variety of terrains, and whoever, like, this medicine paid the big bucks to have their advertisement on every lamp post in the city, every street light. So that says Ghana. Is there a Cape Coast of Ghana? Found it. I was gonna say this was not reading South Africa to me. Now I know there's a Cape Coast here as well. Where's the Montessori School? Can I find the Montessori School of Cape Town or of Cape Coast? I'm just scanning these gray POIs. I'm glad I saw that sign of Ghana, because I was like, I like kind of looked over towards it, but I'm like, I can't scan Ghana and Nigeria and Kenya. South Sahara, Ghana, yeah. No, not your bad. Not your bad. I was like pretty close. I mean, I just clicked label. Montessori School is, oh, there it is. Found it. You had to be pretty zoomed in to see that. All right, I cleared 20K. That's good enough. How are y'all doing tonight? I hope everyone's having a good night. I know I said I was going to switch over to Forgotten City, but I'm going to do one more thing. I recently finally defeated Tigger. And I've got Christopher Robin staring at me with his dead eyes. I gave him one attempt. But I wanna give him a shot. Like just like one solid attempt. Maybe two if I'm cracked. I'm not gonna beat him. There's no way I beat him tonight though. So the nice thing about Christopher Robin is that he uses all of the pitches. So some of them are actually really easy. Sometimes he throws out like a piglet pitch. What did I just do? I'm not on the ball today. That was too slow. The game lagged a little. I don't know if you saw that. All right. This is not off to a great start. Not off to a good start. Frey, did I see you got your your Wii U set up at long last? Are we gonna get Wii Baseball? We have to beat Christopher Robin. It might take hours to beat Christopher Robin. I do not have it in me to commit to that. Oh, that was way too early. I hate the fastballs. There hasn't been an invisible one yet. It is it's truly random, so I think you can luck out and just, there it is. You can just luck out and not get some of his harder pitches sometimes. But all right, we've lost already. I'm gonna run it back. Run it back. just do a reset, you know. There's no need to. Okay, good start. We got a hit on an invisible ball. Yeah, Tigger is all invis, and it took me a very long time to beat Tigger. 2! I'm 2 for 2 on invisible balls. Hopefully, I think you're on average, because there are 7 types of pitches, and he throws 50 balls. So on average, you're gonna see every type of pitch, like 7 times, basically. And we've gotten 3 invises out of the way, but we've fumbled 4 invises out of the way, but we have fumbled every owl zigzag ball, and he's just giving us all of them. That was a speed up. We got this. We got this. We're on at least better pace this time. Keep giving me those slow, easy ones. He started out really hard. That was way too soon. That was not good. I missed an invis. Oh my god, that's the 5th or 6th invis. And that's like the 4th or 5th zigzag. Stop! Okay, I was not ready for that. It's over. It's over. It's okay, I just gotta hit 31 in a row. Only being able to miss 10 balls is so brutal. Like, that's the difficulty of Christopher Robin. It's not hard to hit some of his pitches. You can go, I think my first attempt at Christopher Robin, I got something like 30 out of a needed 40. No, that's too high. It was like 27 or something. But like, you can get a good amount of the way there, but it all comes down to, like, I would say 15 of his pitches are brutally hard, and you have to hit all of them. Like, he's gonna give you 25 to 35 hittable balls. And so you can't afford to miss any of the freebies. We have lost, but I'm gonna play it out. Oh, that sucked. That was free. That was devious. That wasn't even over the mound. Like, that was not on the plate. That was a ball. Keep your pitches inside the zone. Put them in the strike box for me, will ya? Gopher is a terrible ump. Gopher is a bad umpire. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna hit 25. 25 is my target. I gotta hit 25. That was brutal. He also just, like, his pitches are faster than the other characters, too. They follow the same pattern, but they will go... They can just go faster. Okay. We are on pace. We are on pace for 25. Alright, we got an invis. That was like invis number 8 or something. We are like over. There are too many of those. He's not giving me enough easy pitches. Like, that one's pretty easy. Okay, one more. I gotta hit one more out of these next 2. Okay, I gotta hit this last one. Alright, that was an easy one. See, sometimes you get freebies. Alright. Here's the thing. I'm doing it one more time. I'm aiming for 30. And then I'm done. And then I'm calling it for tonight, and we're gonna go to the Forgotten City. I do love to get an invisible one right off the bat. That was way too soon. That was way too soon. That was invisible. What? My power is maxed, by the way. My power is fully cranked. I'm the strongest hitter that ever lived. That was a heater. There's no way I'm hitting that. There's no way I'm hitting that. Slow down. I'm not getting 30 this time. There's no way. I've failed. I've already failed. This guy is in my head. He is pure evil. I cannot be whiffing those. I cannot be whiffing the freest ones. Just barely got that. 30 is so far away. It's never happening. Christopher is he's robbing me. That's why they call him that. Oh. What am I supposed to do? No human pitcher alive, or no human hitter alive could hit these. That was nowhere near the strike box! Babe Ruth? Not hitting these. Ted Williams? Never hitting these. David Ortiz? Not hitting these. Ichiro would hit Ichiro would bunt these. He would hit most of these with a bunt. I should be allowed to bunt. But I guess it's a home run derby, so it doesn't matter if I bunt, huh? Give me more of the slowdowns, man. Those are so easy. I say, as though I haven't missed a few of them. I'm not gonna make it even close to 30. I'm doing worse than last time. I'm gonna new target. I want to hit 20. That was perfect. Just a nice smooth pitch. No gimmicks, no tricks. Don't tell me that's a foul ball. Anyone who can throw a ball that zigzags or turns invisible, please contact. Right, what are you doing here? What are you doing in the 100-acre wood, Christopher Robin? The Mets need you. Oof. You're getting there. The Fantastic Four are missing a guy. You got the Thing, the Human Torch, the Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, and Christopher Robin. It's more like Dr. Doom is missing. This guy's Dr. Doom. The pitcher. The pitcher. What the fuck was that? I just hit the ball backwards. That's not possible. I can't believe I hit that. I'm in the dirt. I'm in the dirt. Okay, the game lagged. That wasn't me. That was not my fault. All right. I did worse than last time. And I'm nowhere close. I'm nowhere near close. It's over. It's over. It's over. Uh-oh, that's the stream. Here's the game. All right, enough of that now. It's time to go to Rome. It's time to go to ancient Rome, the land of... Is it actually, like... As you'll discover, this game is full of intrigue and plot twists. Please give your audience a spoiler warning before sharing content from beyond the white hallway, so that interested players can fully enjoy the experience for themselves if they wish to. That is good advice. My understanding is that this game is a... I mean, it's a puzzle game where, like, if you watch the game, it's ruined for you forever. So, if you intend to play this game, leave now or forever hold your peace. Because once I spoil the mystery for you, you won't be able to unspoil it. With that said, I am almost completely unspoiled. This game was developed by a core team of 3 people over 4 years. You're welcome. It's a mystery adventure with multiple endings. It rewards thoughtful conversation and exploration, not brute force. The fate of the city is in your hands. So I did watch a GMTK video on this, but it didn't have any, like, meaningful spoilers, and I don't really remember it. But I do know how the game works, so to speak.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Select your body type. This guy. Or this guy. Let's be the lady. I like looking at the lady hands a little bit more than... These ones are just... There's too much texture on them. I'm not comfortable with the amount of texture. My name is Skyrim. My name is Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm. Wait, I can actually put the whole fucking thing in there. Wait, I'm a woman though, so my name is any recommendations? Elder Scrolls. My name is V. My name is V. Elder Scrolls V. But you can call me V for short. Elder Scroll. Isolda. I do like Elder Scroll. The Scroller. Oh, Ayla, yeah. I was an Ayla fan. Wait, what about Lydia? What about good old-fashioned Lydia? That's also a Roman name. That works. That works for me. But I'm gonna say Lydia V because I like that. Lydia V.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And
how's audio, by the
sorry
way?
to
Can you
pry.
hear her voice acting?
Any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
I am sworn to carry your burdens. I was searching for ancient ruins. I was on a covert mission. I was on the run from the... I was crossing the border to Hammerfell. Like that thief over there. Faster while sprinting? I mean... I'm 50% harder to take down because I'm an amnesiac. So here's the thing, is like, I can give all the insights into the ancient world that I need. Like, this is kind of what I'm most interested in, because I'm like, what does the game want to tell me about this? But from, like, my point of view, being able to run feels really... seems, like, important to me. I don't want bullets. Do I need bullets for anything? I feel like this is, like, probably the best. This seems stupid. No one's ever going to take me down if they can't catch me. Let's do a poll. I can't pull. Why can't I pull? Oh, probably because I'm not at, like, a... Maybe only partners can poll. That's stupid. Well, that's okay. That's all right. Informal poll. Of the people watching. I won't necessarily need bullets. It's my kill move. Can I use... I'm gonna do knowledge. Okay, let's do knowledge.
Oh, you're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind.
It's in character. It's in character for me.
I need you to go in there.
Not for Lydia.
And find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what.
Okay.
There's no way I'm leaving without him.
No, I get it. I get it.
So
I'll go right now. You can stop talking. I'm ready to go. I'm totally ready. Yeah, like I'm on it for sure. Just like no, yeah, I will. Yes, I'm gonna. I promise I'm gonna go.
Both of you back to civilization in my boat.
Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah.
Please?
No, I don't need to ask any questions. I'm ready.
Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. I just. What do you want to know?
Tell me something about the ruins.
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts.
This guy's he's AI generated. I genuinely am done, but I'm gonna ask a couple questions here.
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not.
Who's AI?
But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
What's your story?
There's not much to tell.
You didn't introduce yourself.
My whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute.
Also, you're wearing like a weird black. You were dressed up like the Grim Reaper.
Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
I don't care.
Look, if you really want to know all the tragic details, perhaps I can.
I recommend asking questions, dialogue checks. Yeah, sure. It's a talking game. I get it.
You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
Uh-huh. I know that river.
What am
Never
I,
seen
an
it.
Idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Okay.
Great. So you're ready
She's
to go
definitely
for Al?
death, right? Like, I'm going in for the priceless artifacts, but I'll keep an eye out for AI.
My hero. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I would.
Is it a gun? A flashlight. Wait, Al? Al is short for Alan Wake. Give me your Horker loaf. Give me your sweet rolls. It's a wooden rowboat.
Back already? What's up?
I'll be
Thanks
going.
Again.
I gotta run. Okay. Okay, there's two. I turned the motion blur down to 50% because I'm like, 100 seems like a lot. I think 50's a lot. Get that shit out of here. Sorry. Look at these. Look at these fluted ionic columns. I'm also going to... Can I turn my sensitivity down at all? Maybe to like 69. Oh, that's much better. I will take that torque. Okay. We are running across the bridge. It's not the most Roman looking bridge I've ever seen, but that's okay. That's okay. Some opus reticulatum. There's a backpack. Any secrets? Alan, are you back here? If you're reading this, it means I've discovered, I should hit
If you're
read.
reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place." Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation, or a warning. Al Worth.
Al Wake. Okay. Qui urbem intrare vis progredi. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. Whoa. The lighting just oh, the door closed, that's why. Oh! Yo, what if I just drowned here? Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be funny? Like, haha. We found the quid pro quo. How do I know how to zoom in my eyeballs. There's a couple little statues there. Some pots. Neat. Graffiti. Meminisse semper vigilebant. Remember, they're always watching. Doesn't Mimini say take... I mean, it's not great Latin. I mean, I can tell what it... Like, obviously I can translate it, but... this should be an ut clause. I mean, that's why I try to translate it as 2 sentences, you know? I love being able to zoom in with my eyeballs, too. Aha, golden statue. Golden statues, eh? Lydia V. So like I said, I have watched a video on this game before. It was a few years ago. I remember nothing specific, but there are a small number of things that I'm sort of spoiled on. A young Roman woman in a pose of lamentation. I don't know any like puzzles, but I do like a couple story beats are known to me. This guy is grieving. Pro peccata unius multis dolebunt. Multis, many will be in pain on behalf of the errors of one. Many shall suffer for the sins of one. Imagine when you hit the zoom button, Lydia just extends her neck out really far. Okay. Oh, there it is. What? I'm gonna rebind that button because that's really finicky. I have to specifically scroll my wheel a single tick, because if I actually scroll it multiple ticks, then it goes in and out. Where is it? Is it the weapon secondary? I'm assuming it's weapon secondary. Does that work? Okay. Do you think the Latin not being deciphered right is going to bug you? No, I don't care. Okay, never mind. It does not seem to have affected the thing at all. So I'm gonna get used to it. That's Latin. Cogitant omnes demen sum sed testor ego quid movent si terga conversi sunt. Everybody thinks I am mad. That's because you're not using subordinate clauses correctly. It should say cogitant omnes dementem me dementem esse. Sed testor ego, but I swear something moves. Wait, quid movent? Oh, but I swear they move something if their backs are turned. What is it supposed to say? Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but I swear they move when you turn your back. It doesn't quite say that. It's just fun to me. It does not bother me. A Roman gladiator mid-stride. What could have made a gladiator flee? It's just some basic grammatical errors, like not using subordinate clauses correctly, and I mean that very why are you here? That very clearly said if they turn their backs. A young Roman woman. She was begging for her life. Hello, my name is Lydia. I am a snapping turtle. I'm like not being super... Like, I didn't know if there's any Latin on the walls here, but... Oh, F5 to quick save and quick load. I'm going to rebind those two. Sorry. I keep opening the menu, but... Am I... Why can't I rebind everything? Like, those... It's F5 and F9. Ugh, I never used those buttons for quick saving and quick loading, but okay. Listen, Orpheus's lesson is not to turn around. I get similar vibes here. Roman military commander attempting to scramble away from this well. Roman legionary in a state of terror. That, guys, I'm getting the feeling that well is very dangerous. I hope this flashlight doesn't have batteries because I'm kind of using it frivolously. But I like to be able to see. A Roman woman who appears to be praying for help that never came. Right, we're in a big cave. Oh shit, sorry. Well, she'll be fine. Some lit buildings over there. An aqueduct. She should have taken the gun. Or I should have taken the gun. Maybe we should all take guns. Hey, dude. Are you Al? A golden statue of an old man wearing modern clothing. This must be Alan Wake. But how is that possible? Christopher is going to be robbing your life. I can call... Oh, I should have named myself Betty. Because then I can call you Betty. And Betty, when you call me, you can call me Al.
Whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, she'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place.
Okay.
Going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options. Death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning.
Okay.
Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Okay. So there's a portal. Tab? Quest marking, okay. Inventory. I have a denarius of my face. He inscribed that really well. You know, usually stone inscriptions use all caps because it's much easier to inscribe straight lines than curves. But this guy doesn't even care about that. He just is, he's doing perfectly round O's. Okay, so I know that the inscription said, be virtuous, you know. If you don't, you'll be showered in gold. And I'm finding a lot of people made of gold. So. Geoguessr. There's some fields down there. That's kind of nice. He said that he was in here for a lifetime. Despite having, according to the stranger, went in here, like, not long before me. So there's clearly time shenanigans happening. Nice little oil lamp there. Alright, well, it's nice that I knew exactly the doorway that he was talking about. And that it's a doorway into the past. Bones. Oh, remember when I played Outer Wilds and I pretended to get scared every time I saw bones? That was a good time. Here I go. Doctor Who theme. Woo! Sorry, Al. My handler says I have to go in the spooky portal. Alright. Well, here we are. There's a relief. A Roman relief depicting a great circular portal and 2 women. I wonder who they could be. Well, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to find out. Neat. This is what Madame Tussauds is like when she decides you're the next wax sculpture.
I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
I was gonna say, one of those looked like a mother and a woman, which usually would indicate Proserpina and Ceres. I should have said it, because then I would have sounded really smart. Shrine of Proserpina.
Yeah, you know, agricultural goddess of springtime? You're not from around here, are you? Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you? And what were you doing in the shrine?
Why are you speaking English?
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange.
So is yours.
You've just done it again. You're a sly one, aren't you? One more time. Who are you, and what were you doing in that shrine?
I was becoming... I mean, this is less believable than the lie. Like, the lie is more believable.
Oh, is that right? Well, just make sure you don't get lost in any other sacred places you're not supposed to be. Can't have you disrespecting the gods by accident, can we now? But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost.
I literally just said that and you called me a liar.
So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here and we'll all get along just fine.
Okay.
Not laws, law.
The golden rule.
There's just one, the golden rule. And the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in.
Okay.
So then, you coming?
I mean, I guess I've got to.
When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment.
I think I can push him to be a little faster. 23 and 3 missing.
Nobody knows a way out.
26
It's just
people.
big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your pretty new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia.
Gay.
I'm taking her to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Oh, he left. I was just like...
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her, if I were you. She's... it's not my place.
I don't know, she was kind of
Down on your
flirting
right
with me.
is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
Are you good?
Bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Ah, don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since...
Nequid furantur.
You know, I don't know what happened to her.
Does that say Noel? Or no, Noli? Lest they get angry, lest they rage, don't harm nobody. Oh, no, I was gonna say, like, I'm just like, I don't know what that final word is. Yeah, don't steal anything. Where does it say don't? Oh, ne quid furantur. Okay. Don't steal anything. Ne aliquid furantur. Again, why is it third person plural? Don't they steal anything?
Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom.
I have a
Up on
gun.
your
Wait, no, I
left
don't.
Is the forum. where
Forget
you can
I said
visit the
that.
market, or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing. Just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau
I've got a
is where the
gun.
magistrate and the other patricians live. So don't expect a warm welcome.
Hilarious. You're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
Have fun at the farm.
You better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me.
They got hair.
They'll use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said
This
it'll
guy's
take
bald.
some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy.
All right.
Greetings, citizen.
All right,
My name's
Horatius.
Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me.
I'm a big fan of your poetry. Especially your epodes. What's all this then?
I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the Golden Rule. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
All right, lead the
Follow me.
way.
The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden
Oh,
Rule.
tap E to follow your guide. I love
See
that.
if I can explain it this
Huge
way.
fan.
When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples.
Hey,
among
thanks
my
for
mates.
holding the door.
They just divided us into groups of 10. Just draw straws. And whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9. Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden
another
Rule
one fresh out of
is
the baths, I
exactly
take
10
it.
times worse.
1
The
second.
magistrate can
He's
explain the
talking.
rest. He's up these stairs.
But first,
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
what's your story?
I'm Sentia, eldest
Sentia.
daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing
What
in
do you
here?
mean?
And
I
why
just
are you
got
dressed
here.
like that?
I'm hot. I'm dressed beautifully. I'm not from
Really?
around here.
I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation?
You interrupted Horatio.
You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing God who's watching everything we do. But what kind of an awful, incompetent God would let my sister go missing on his or her watch?
Best if you don't go insulting gods just in case.
Oh, I'd say it to their faces if they had the courage to show themselves. Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to say for yourself? No response. Nothing. That's what I thought.
She's doing this whole like emotional thing with her. That was reckless.
I'm telling you, this mysterious
She is
god of
not
ours
cooking
has to be
me.
asleep on the
She's
job.
not cooking
Either
me.
that,
She's
or,
trying.
Like people are saying, it really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving.
Well, we'll find out sooner or later.
I suppose we will.
Bye.
I trust you can see yourself out.
Alright, magistrate. Sentius. Are you her dad?
We're finally alone. I assume you already know.
We just
who
met.
I am. May I know your name?
When at what point when we were we not alone? She's reclining while doing all of this, right? She doesn't actually care.
A
I'm Lydia V.
curious name to match a curious accent.
I'm
But
the
I
Elder
digress.
Scrolls.
I see you have the piercing and astute
General
eyes of
Tullius.
Athena. You must
The
be a woman
the
of
military
learning.
governor.
We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet
Equitia.
you, I'm sure. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago.
It is beautiful.
Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months.
That's not very long.
22 complete strangers brought
What about the
together
other
by
4
the
people?
fates, living and working together in our own.
I heard 26 before.
And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
I live in Boston.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this
I'm from Boston.
miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die.
Well,
You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, the many shall suffer for the sins
pro
of the
peccata
one."
unius.
From what we can gather, breaking the law here will
Motis.
anger the gods and
What was the last word?
provoke a terrible
I don't remember.
punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived.
We've got our
as
own
long as we
golden
have,
rule where I'm
and
from.
Each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here.
Election
All
day.
that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom
What's the
is
golden rule of
assured.
Boston?
I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you
I'll
have
tell you in a
questions.
second.
Please, ask away.
The golden rule of Boston is I'm walking here. That's not true. The golden rule of Boston is don't fuck with anybody from Montreal. Don't go Sox. Go Sox. It's the golden rule of Boston. Go Sox. Our teams are the best. That's right. The golden rule of Boston is use your fucking blinker. Use your fucking blinker. I'm gonna have some, I'm gonna have a little piece of chocolate. Mwah. That's the golden rule of Canada, too. What counts as a sin?
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more
No
difficult
murder?
to reach a consensus. What about lying?
I've already done
Insulting
that.
Someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide. As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire.
Who's the current
to
emperor?
A standard never before seen.
Can you riddle me that?
And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods.
So anyway,
the
I started
respect
blasting.
that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Okay. Nero? Is that a fact, or are you just guessing? If someone has said the name Nero, I haven't heard it. I wasn't listening. That makes sense to me. I'm not gonna piss him off.
I'm glad you agree. The key things to remember are that we have laws forbidding treason and blasphemy, murder, assault, and rape,
Got it?
as well as theft and arson and so
Okay.
on. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are
possible.
still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them
Okay.
if I were you.
What about your daughter, for example? Said some pretty blasphemous things.
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal.
Okay.
It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back.
Back to the past.
And
Back
when
to
I
the
saw
past,
you arrive
Samurai
in a
Jack.
flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you?
You're right. I'm from something like roughly 2,000 years in the future.
2,000 years?
Back to the lab again. Uh-oh.
That
Back
is
to the lab again.
unfathomable.
We messed up.
Please, tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become?
Brother, I'm gonna be real. It was not good. He didn't say lying was a sin, but I'm just gonna be honest.
I have imagined it, our downfall 1,000 times, but it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
All right. How does the ritual
All I
work?
can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions.
While you were
I
trespassing?
have to
That's a
recite
sin, you
prayer,
know.
And of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food.
Yeah, like
or
barley.
In some cases,
That's a big one.
live animal.
Goat?
In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly.
Uh-huh.
The life of the person performing the ritual.
That sounds like a sin.
I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
I did see human remains in the temple.
I assume that was me.
Trespass on the gods.
If I'm forced to
This is a
perform
sinner.
the ritual, it's going to cost me everything.
Everything.
You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
I'll do my best. Okay, so like he did it in the future, and that's why I'm here.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for.
Why can't you investigate?
Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and
Your daughter lit me the fuck up.
As for me, well,
She said, stupid voice, stupid accent, stupid clothes.
I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion.
Everybody hates him. He's losing it.
Unless, of course, you get off on the wrong.
What's her name already said she's not voting for you. I've already gotten off on the wrong foot on at least Sentia. We have any suspects?
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore? What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes.
Grant us
Unless
eyes.
I prejudice the independence of
Eyes to see on the inside. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better. Okay. Do you think it could be related to Sentilla's disappearance? Little Sentia. Sentia and Little Sentia.
Ah, so you know about that already.
Don't use your blinker on the roads.
It's
Sin. That's a
devastating
car
loss,
fact.
Of course, but that was over 3 weeks ago, and whatever happened to her, it didn't break the golden rule.
Okay.
So I don't think it's connected with our.
So you can
imminent
you
demise.
can't kill people, but you
Still,
can
if
disappear
you happen to
people.
find her and return her to me, I would be eternally grateful.
How do I know you are not the person
Me?
responsible?
Why would you suspect me? I've just told you. I'm about to sacrifice my own life to ensure these
I know
people
you've
have
just
a
told me
second
that,
chance.
but it doesn't rule
What
out
reason
the
could you
possibility
possibly have to
that you could
suspect me
force
of all
somebody else to perform the fucking the sacrifice. You could force Sentia. You say, hey, do this fun little sacrifice. It's gonna be fine. And then she does it and dies.
I'm glad you think so. Without trust, without each other, we won't be able to prevent what is about to happen.
I always hate that when people are like, don't trust anyone. it could be any one of us. Any one of us. And I have no way of knowing. And I'm like, could it be you? How dare you accuse, like, come on. Come on. I'm just doing my due diligence like you asked. It's a sin not to atomize people. And that's a Martian fact. All right, fair enough. I don't want to know what he really thinks. Will you help me get back to my own time?
Sepina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. And let me see
Okay.
if I can explain.
No, that you said
manage
enough.
To prevent the sin that breaks the golden rule, I won't need to bring you here.
Give him the old.
I will create a portal, and you will never have been able to come here. Thus,
You never should have come here.
If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past.
Must have
for
been the
all of
wind.
us. Makes sense?
Sure, why not? That's all the question. Yeah, if I had a gun, we could just choose to blast him. That's all the questions I had.
Good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure
Yeah,
out
we
who's
just
about
have been
to
through
break the
this.
golden rule?
I don't mind. Okay, I don't mind a certain amount of like a lot of dialogue. It's just when they say the same things more than once, I'm like, this is really inefficient writing, you know? I'm in. It also doesn't seem like I have much choice, but I'm in. It just seems like probably the best thing to do.
I need you to investigate this.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll
Everyone.
talk to everyone and try to find out who is about to break the
I
golden rule.
authorize you to enter private homes.
Oh, good.
and
So I don't have to worry about
possessions and
I don't have to worry about the
documents, unless, of
trespassing.
course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
Okay.
Oh, and one last thing. If I were you,
I
I'd
have
start
sticky
my
notes here.
investigation by visiting Lucretia
And a pen.
at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago.
Let's see.
Seems like something's not right.
Sentius? Okay. Sentia? Rude. Galerius? Chill. Horatius. Edgy. And I don't remember the two women's names. You heard wailing. I'll see what I can do. Point of origin. Okay. Golden rule. Dying gasp. What's distressing Lucretia? It seems like a good start. At the Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo. Note from Centilla. Centilla. To Sentius. May Jupiter Optimus Maximus continue to protect and guide you. Jupiter, the highest and greatest god. Thank you for making me your daughter and for the lovely birthday pendant. I promise will wear it always. I feel so safe and fortunate to have you as my father and Sentia as my sister. This is the most expositional letter. I sense you've been feeling apprehensive about the election next month, but if you can just show them the strong and dependable man I know you to be, you will be reelected. I am sure of it. Okay. Where's the sweet? Someone stole my sweet roll. Rudeness is a sin. Most of Massachusetts is dead. Jupiter, the bestest and greatest. That's right. Hey, how did you... Okay. Welcome on in, fairly okay. Sentia, I fear we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. Mostly because you were just, like, talking
Look,
shit.
how lucky for me. What is it now?
Do you know a way out of here?
Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Centilla. wish you mouth
It's the
breathers
kind
would
of
just
letter you write when you
leave
want
me
to ask
alone.
for an Xbox for Christmas. All right, can I help?
I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the harpies?
I don't need to know why your names are also similar. That's Roman custom, although, like, not really, though. But good, like, close enough. When did you last see her? I would have
was
asked.
3
You look
weeks ago.
surprisingly relaxed
We ate
if she
our
was still
evening meal
reclining,
together, and
but now she's
I
just
remember
sitting
she
there.
seemed happy, in love. We went into our rooms.
She's
I
in
went
love.
to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone. That's it.
She was seeing
I
someone?
think so. Yes, but she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me. Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans.
So, it might help to learn who she was going to be betrothed to
That doesn't surprise me.
and
To
who she
him, it was
actually
like a
loved.
prize cow wandering off from its paddock. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her. So he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting.
Okay.
Some good that's done.
It's possible her lover was involved.
I
Maybe
don't
she's
know,
just like in his
But it's
basement
been 3
hiding.
weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
I bet it was the harpies. Alright, that's all the questions. I'm not gonna, like,
So you'll help me find her?
I'll do it.
Oh, thank you.
Not
You should
not because you
probably
were
take a look
nice.
through her room. It's the one just by the
Yeah,
front
they
door.
probably just
Maybe
eloped.
you'll
Like, she's just,
find
like, in his
something the rest of
bedroom.
us missed.
I should look through her room. Okay.
Thank you.
Is that the one I was literally just in? No, it's over here. Oh, she probably put the letter to her dad in her dad's room. I'm also gonna read your journal if that's okay, thanks. Dear Diary, today my father suggested I write a diary. It's a way of keeping myself occupied while we deal with the sudden and devastating disappearance of my sister. I will oblige. I know you're reading this, Dad. Alright. We got a mirror. I cannot see myself. I'm not gonna... Wait, I can examine your stuff as long as I don't take it, right? You keep your 17 cents. She's around here somewhere. She's in the rafters. Ink jar. A vial. An Unguentarius. Wait, huh? This looks like maybe like a Pixis. Denarii. A note. Here I have a note. Scintilla. To Sentia Sensentia me clementia, mercy, give you the strength to forgive me. I'm so sorry to leave you this way. I've found a way to escape, and I must take it. Hope we meet again someday. So, did you consider looking on her couch?
What have you discovered?
Here, I have a note.
What? Really? I swear, I searched her room top to bottom and never saw that. I wonder how I could
Maybe
have
you
missed
didn't
it.
like highlight it with your cursor.
Strange,
It was
but
kind of hard to see,
well
but
done, I suppose. But it's odd. It was only a few months ago
Yulia.
that Sentilla's friend Yulia let slip she was planning an escape of her own. And yet, Yulia's still here. You should go and speak with her. Find out if she knows anything. She lives in the villa next door.
heard. Got it. But I am gonna keep walking. It's not a very good door if there's just like kind of an open passway right next to it. Kind of defeats the purpose of having a door. Nice little mosaic. Little garden. Alright, Horatius. Oh, no, that's Sentius.
Ave.
Ave. I do want to go to this shrine. Because the someone screaming sounds like it's a little more urgent than talking to the friend. Who's this customer?
Name's Rufius.
Rufius.
Better watch your step.
What's your story,
Can't
Rufius?
talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Solution in Tigris, Babylon province.
Uh-huh.
But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th.
This guy's grumbly.
Ironclads.
How'd you end up here?
Same way as everyone else.
You fell?
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
Okay. Why don't you have a weapon?
Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
Are you planning to improvise?
Have to.
What do you think about the golden rule?
I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact that my survival depends on the common sense of other
Okay,
people.
all right. I know the feeling. I've lived through a pandemic.
Then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong. Well,
It
we're
did come out in
one bad
2021.
decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is.
Well, you don't really know what...
And when it
You're not
is,
really ready for what's
it's
coming if you don't
everyone
even know
for
what it is.
themselves. You've been warned.
What do you think? Yeah.
I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling
Sometimes
these
they
things
whisper.
are watching us when we're not looking? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it.
I think you're right, actually. They do.
course
I
I do.
literally hear them whisper. Who are you gonna vote for?
Malleolus.
Malleolus.
Trust Sentius. Couldn't even protect his daughter in a city without sin. How's he going to protect us?
Malleolus. Candidate. Anything I can do to change that?
No.
I did not mean to. Well, I don't. Do you know a way out?
Do you think we'd be having this conversation?
Yeah, that's kind of how I expected that line would go, but I guess it doesn't hurt to ask anyway. Hey, who knocked this? Okay. The Shrine Pro Peccata. Oh, that's the same one. Dillebunt, that was the word. The Shrine of Apollo. Kind of cozy. Oh. Is this... Hey, Lucretia? Are you gonna fucking do something about this?
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess.
Julia's
I just
dead.
lost a patient and a dear friend. Julia. She was a good woman.
What happened, Lucretia?
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it.
Then that toad shrugs and says, supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly. Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here.
Bummer.
With the golden rule.
Well, if...
So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with
Well,
her
probably
dying
because she
breath.
got bit by a snake. That's just... I think that answers the first, like, how did she manage to die by poison without the golden rule being broken? Is probably because she got bit by a snake. I'm just...
Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do.
I have a
Get me
gun.
That silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen.
It just kind of sounds like maybe a snake
but
bit
you
her.
have to make it happen, because if I lose another patient this way,
I'm really gonna
I
do it next
swear
time.
to the gods below, not even the golden rule will
Ooh,
stop me
motherfucker.
from marching up to that genetic comfortutor and scratching his eyes out.
That means motherfucker, but it's... I mean, it's kind of... That's like an English phrase translated back into Latin. I'll see what I can do. What's your story?
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my
Nevia?
depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
Tell me more about Nevia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a
Nevia.
midwife, not a physician.
It's
But
actually
she was the
pronounced
closest
Nevia.
thing we had down here, and she was good too.
It's an old
Until
Latin
she
poet
suddenly lost
named
all
Nevius.
interest in us. One day she told
And
me
another
she
one
made
named
some profound
Nivius.
discovery about the golden statues.
Okay.
This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long
Okay.
now, we figure she's
I'm
either
taking a
dead
lot of
or up to
notes.
something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem. A real thorn in the paw situation.
What's this problem?
One of my patients
Oh.
is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed, and he's in constant
I've got
pain.
this gun.
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable
It's
that the
Rufus.
smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means.
Yeah, reverse translation
I
is
just
fun.
know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
Heard. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, I suppose.
No way out?
I wish. Some people here need
Nope.
proper medical care.
All right.
Not the
That's enough.
half-baked,
That's
hanging
enough
by a
information
thread
for me.
excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get
I
sick
won't.
or injured here. I'll do my best to
I
treat
love
you,
when my
but
doctor
I'm
says
out
just
of
like,
death
and
dangerously
by the way,
everything you can imagine.
I do not have that shit. Is it normal to hear the
Oh,
statues
no.
whispering?
Sorry, I don't mean
This
to
game
worry
seems really
you,
fleshed out.
but
Yeah, that's what I hear. I
no,
love little
that
like
is
it's all in one
definitely not
town.
normal.
It's a
There
discrete
was
cast.
one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her, but that
It's
was
a lot of
Nevia,
interlocking
and,
stuff.
She went a
Yeah,
little mad.
yeah. I may be mad. We've already talked
Well,
about her.
She used to run the clinic. She was until she suddenly lost all interest.
Yeah, I've already heard this, right? Yes, I already heard this.
She's but I one of his I
Don't get sick. I am not cut out for this. TBH. When we talk about Yulia,
sure. What do you want to know?
do you know what poisoned her?
Hemlock, I believe.
Hemlock. Oh, okay. So maybe not a snake. Or is there a rare species of hemlock snake?
I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolas's villa, and they are quite secretive.
Julia's. You think? Did she say anything about escaping?
How did you know that? Yes, she did mutter something about the only way out. A few times, but nothing more than that, I'm afraid.
Okay. I learned that from Sentia, by the way.
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and...
Yeah,
So
okay.
maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
Alright. Let's talk about something else. What do you think about the golden rule?
Without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius
Snakes
will
always
always
keep
find
hemlock on
loopholes to
hand.
exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing.
They aren't known for having
we are
hands.
worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands. Well,
Yeah.
come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Which isn't much, you've said. Hey, Yulia. Oh yeah, you're just fucked. We got some good... Don't call these barbaric looking. This is like state-of-the-art stuff. Is that blood or is it just painted? Yeah, okay, it's just painted. The floor just looks like this. Apollo. That's Apollo, all right. That sure is
May
Apollo.
Apollo keep you safe.
Okay. Let me... I can try to persuade Decius to hand over the Sylphium resin. I think that's a bad idea. Scintilla... I can ask more about Scintilla. I cannot ask Julia about the escape plan. Unfortunately, I think that... Hold on. Hey. Hey, bud. Do you know... What about your escape plan? Alright. We can... Apollo and his Apinor.
May Apollo keep you safe.
Zoom in. You just scroot that. Behind closed doors, I can get away into the palace. That's promising. I need to speak with Nevia. Okay, so that's just gonna have to follow this unless I just kind of stumble into it. So why don't I start here? I mean, I can talk to Decius. That's fun. That's, you know, something. I'm gonna need more sticky notes. I'm gonna need more sticky notes. All right. Where is the palace? Oh, well, I don't have a marker for that anyway, so I guess there's no point in marking it. Who are you?
And salutations.
Greetings and salutations.
Greetings. I'm George.
You're bald.
It
Georgius.
gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst.
Georgius.
We must stick together, you and I. And I must
Bald.
say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most
Galerius was also bald.
Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching.
He looks happy.
Such
Yeah.
a curious design.
And he
I have
appreciates
traveled distant
my drip.
trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India.
He's Syrian.
And never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know. From which exotic part of the world do you hail?
I'm from fucking Boston.
Then you are an explorer, like me. Wonderful. You must have many stories to share. I cannot wait to hear them. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not.
I would not trust my tailor if he dressed like this, though. What's your story?
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the
Can we get a Derek Guy thread on this guy's drip?
You mean to say With all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
More or less.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here,
You're right.
the more
That's
we
a
can
good.
preserve
That's a
the
good point.
semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree?
Good idea. Fair enough. How'd you end up here?
A good question. A very good question indeed.
Uh,
And I would be happy to tell you if
he's
only I
got-
could remembered it clearly myself.
What do you remember?
I remember
Been to
I had
Rome.
just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and drawing in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine
You got
money could
super
buy.
drunk.
Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once.
Okay,
but
TMI.
None of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation,
Okay.
gasping for air, and then
That
nothing.
doesn't.
When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
So you. Sounds like
Of
you
course,
overdid
of
it.
course. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated
Did she
by
have-
a benevolent
Did she have
stranger.
brown hair
I went
and
to
a black
find
cloak?
firewood for his
No,
campfire,
apparently
stumbled
not.
across a cave and discovered that trapdoor temple, and here I am.
Interesting. Okay.
Anything you like.
Can we talk about if you know a way out of here?
Not so loud. What are you playing at? Have you not been told about the last attempt?
Nivea or Yulia?
Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to
Or
me.
neither?
Ah, it is a long story. Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive.
It's usually the second
how
question.
do
I
we
usually ask,
escape?
what's your story
It is only
first?
natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall
Did I
is
ever
out of
ask the
question,
stranger her
for it
name?
is simply
No,
too
I did
steep
not.
and too far.
I was following
But as they
Horatius.
say,
Oh,
if
no,
the
no.
wind fails, use
Galerius.
the oars. And here the second
The
option
wind
is to leave
falls,
the way
use
we
the
came
oars.
in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough
Okay.
wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
Bathhouse. Escape. Why hasn't anyone done that yet?
They have. I am
Okay.
getting to that. There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago.
Years ago.
They even decided to keep records of
I
their
see.
escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that
It's a sin.
tragically
It's a sin to bring a ladder into a bathhouse.
So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place. And so I say,
Oh, the stranger at the river at the start. Yeah, I asked her name and she said, I don't want to talk about it. She said, I'd rather not say, and I didn't pry. It would be funny if she will tell you if you just ask a second time, but I did not ask a second time. I just said, okay, you don't want to tell me, I'm not going to ask. Okay. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
Why do you say that?
Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the
Oh,
underworld.
she will tell her your name. Okay. Well, I know her. I know her as the Stanger.
She did not punish Hades, the guilty
She's
one.
death.
Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act lest they have no worshippers left.
Well, if I see her again, Frey, I'll ask.
This has always been the case. The Golden Rule has merely brought it into focus.
Okay. Fair enough. Who are you going to vote
That, my
for?
friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some
Malleolus.
reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius
Domitius.
if I voted the wrong way.
Domitius. Enforcing votes for Malleolus.
But of course,
I don't want to change the vote. I have
hope
no
that our paths
reason.
cross again soon, my friend.
I have no reason to, I can just look. I'm just looking. It's some beautiful dye. Rare colors.
Greetings and salutations.
We just talked. Is that Rufius? Yes, it is. Alright, here's this dweebus. Decius the dweeb. Oh, look at these loafs. They're all modeled after that one loaf from Pompeii. What's this letter say? A recipe for bread. Neat. Millstone. Oh, Secundus. Et Cythera. That's my name. Quoadusque. Wait, Quoadusque finis juncti sunt. Alright, okay, their names. Secundus and Cythera were together until the end. Quoadusque, yeah, up until the finis. Secundus et Cythera were juncti. Yeah, that makes sense.
Salve.
Oh, I can tell I'm gonna like this guy, but first I'm gonna read The Thief of the Town. Crumenam meam rapuit et ego. What? The four opio. Oh no, Opius. Not the four of the town. The thief of Opius. I think that's his name. The thief Opius stole my Crumenam, and also I also stole it. Oh, he didn't finish. Okay. Why does it just change subject? Opius the thief stole my purse, Crumenam. Okay. Oi.
Salve, stranger, and welcome.
What's all this then? I'm Decius.
I'm Decius. Terrible shame what happened to Julia, but we just have to carry on, don't we?
Hey, Dweebus Maximus. Feels like a stupid idea to just ask him for Silphium resin. What's your
How did I
story?
end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Okay, you can skip it.
All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of
He
procuring
steals
rare and precious
shit.
objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave. Fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society.
Sure.
Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the
What's
forum.
all this
Lots of
then?
foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to
Which
be when
forum?
the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago,
Forum
half of Rome
Romanum?
caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river.
Oh, this might be
hoping to
under
escape by
Nero.
barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my
Just
most
reference
loyal
the
slave
fire.
girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people,
Okay.
turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables.
Alright.
But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
Pick the cart.
Of course I chose the cart. I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put
This
me into
piece.
the cart, and I guess she realised what was
This
happening because
piece.
those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber. Naturally, I dived in after it, hoping to salvage my fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
Yeah, me too, huh? Interesting. How interesting. If only there was some kind of ancient paralogue for crossing a river with a single coin. and arriving in a mysterious land. I don't know. I'm just like,
thank you, friend.
sorry,
But
dude.
It turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune, because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
Well, he just said he doesn't know a way
afraid
out.
not. If you're desperate, I did hear.
That's
Winnie
Aurelia,
apparently
that was her name.
claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking.
Keep an eye out for them. I hadn't noticed.
Oh, yeah. Gotta watch out.
Oh
Old
yeah,
Daisy's
you're
got
not.
your
You're
back
the
up.
least shady guy I know. What do you think about the golden rule?
Terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless.
Makes
At least
sense.
down here. Of course, I
Most
have
of it's
an
in the
idea
shape
for
of big
generating
people, though.
real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple.
What's a
composite
bow? Okay,
I've
I can do
scoured
that.
this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk.
I will see what I can do.
Thank you, friend.
Well, weapons are banned, but a bow is a tool. We're all trying to find the guy who did this. Who are you gonna vote for?
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us? Certainly.
See, I know that the game just wants you to click things, but like, here's an actual little bit of politicking here. Don't say, I need some silphium resin, because then he's gonna he's gonna try to drive up the price. You do something for him.
Very well. Another time.
And then just like, yeah, maybe I could take some silphium resin. I don't know. I'm not that interested in it, but like throw it in with a couple of other things. You say like, as payment for this bow, how about you give me the silphium resin and also 10 of these pots? And he's gonna say, what? That you're trying to rob me. And I would say, okay, just the silphium resin then. And he'd say, oh, thank God, he only wants this.
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
Virgil? The poet?
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in
This
first.
guy sounds funny. I'm sorry. I shouldn't make fun of his accent, but... Alright, Virgil. This guy does not look like he's from ancient Rome.
And welcome to a little community.
This guy was born in
My
the
name's
year
impossible to pronounce for
1983.
most people, so you can just call me Virgil. You arrived on a sad day, friend. What with Julia's death? I wish we could have met under better circumstances. Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here.
Who the
Help out
fuck?
with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people, that kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
Tell me about the history.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
Which means Romans have been arriving here for
You
at
from
least
like,
that
are you
long.
a
There's one thing that puzzles me.
Gaul of the
oldest shrine on this
Germanii?
avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
Whoa, isn't it common for Romans to copy Greek art and architecture?
Well, yes.
He just wanted to
that
talk
could be the reason, or it could mean
They were
that
Greeks.
there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Which begs the interesting question: who really built this place? And could it be far older than
Well,
any of us imagine?
we're on
If
the
only
River
there was a
Tiber,
way we
allegedly.
could talk to the people who came here before us.
Greece.
Stories.
Greece mention? Greece mention? So, like, there are a lot of places in Italy that were settled by the Greeks before the Romans, because the Romans were pretty latecomers. They're from they're the Latins. Properly, they're the Latins, and they're from the area of Latium. And they only gradually expanded out of Latium into the rest of Italy. But, like, especially South Italy is known as Magna Graecia, it's Greater Greece because the Greeks were there long before the Romans. Now, other people were also there, like the Oscans and the Umbrians and the, well, to the north there were Etruscans, and there's the Samnites. There were a bunch of different people. In Sicily, there were the Sicels. Tell me about the architecture.
Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts.
It's not
Those
weird
series
for
of
there to be
adjoining arches.
pre-Roman
They're
ruins
an
in a
ingenious
Roman
feat of
town.
Roman engineering with a very practical purpose.
At
They
all.
take fresh water
Like, super not
coming
weird.
from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
funneled below the palace
There's a
and
cistern.
into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake
Oh,
and allows us
interesting.
to fish and farm.
If they bring water in the city, could we use them to escape?
Not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods.
Oh yeah,
for
I should whisper so the gods don't hear.
but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just
I have a little more chocolate.
try to be a bit more discreet about it.
I will. Tell me about the temple up on the bluff.
You mean the great temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city.
What kind of chocolate?
Someone
This
else went
is
out of their way
72% dark chocolate with raspberries.
dedicated to a particular
Raspberry
god,
dark
like
chocolate.
Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god
Sorry,
is
I'm talking
obvious,
with my mouth open.
but in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god.
An
But it
obelisk,
appears
huh?
Some barbarian defaced
Not
it.
very Roman.
And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the temple
I mean,
of
they
Saturn
got-
in Rome. And that contains the
They
treasure.
brought a bunch of
So we all
obelisks
left
from Egypt,
wondering,
but
which god is that temple dedicated
if it was
to?
built hundreds of years ago, they probably
Could it be the one
didn't do that
responsible
yet.
for the golden rule? Unless somebody
Because the
figures
Romans
out
didn't
a
go to
way
Egypt
inside.
until
I suppose we'll never know.
relatively recent. Okay.
Of course.
Great temple, Charlie Brown.
Some people say it's divine, the work of a god. But
Do you
I'm
like
not
dark
so
chocolate?
Sure. It just seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean,
Yeah. I
once
mean,
you've
it seems
been here long
kind of
enough, you'll notice
fascist.
people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called god doesn't seem to care, which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown god doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
milk and white chocolate fan. Ah, you like it sweet? I don't hate milk chocolate, but usually the sweeter, the less I like it. I'm not sure I know the difference between right and wrong. I noticed the graffiti. Oh, I didn't actually notice the graffiti.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
Well, I knew you were Greek.
And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city
Oh no,
of
he's not Greek.
Logos,
No, he's
you
German.
expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi
I knew he
are not
was
known
German.
for their tolerance.
Oh, he's
I
a
saw enough
Batavian.
friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your
Sorry,
personal
Batavian,
affairs
I
to
think.
yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Orange dark chocolate bar. Yeah, that's yummy. I like that. Frey. See, then, but the nice thing is that, so like this dark chocolate has raspberries, so there's a nice kind of sweet tartness to it. Mixes well with the bitterness. Do you know who's writing this graffiti?
It's not just graffiti. I have quite a collection of handwritten notes
Oh.
too. The strange
Well, that would
thing
help
is,
if they weren't
I keep
all
my personal affairs
typed.
to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
Cultists?
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one God, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome.
Oh, this
last
could be
year
the second
and
fire
went
of
into
Rome.
hiding. All I know is if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going
Not
to
the
cross
second.
a line and
Not
break
the second
golden rule.
one. I mean, there were lots of them. Rome has seen more than one's fires. The Christians hate Virgil. That's actually like, okay, here's a little bit. So Virgil, not this guy, but the historical Virgil, who is the poet, Vergilius. I said a little joke there because the Christians fucking loved Virgil. They thought Virgil was a prophet of Jesus Christ because Virgil wrote a little poem. Well, a number of reasons, but the main one being Virgil wrote a little poem about it in say probably 35 BC. We don't know the exact date of the eclogues, but somewhere thereabouts. So about a generation before the birth of Jesus Christ, he wrote a little poem about the coming of a baby who will herald a new golden age, and he's clearly talking about like probably one of I don't know. I don't actually know. There's a bunch of theories about who the child is. Like it's probably Augustus, but there are theories. There are other theories. Anyway, Christians obviously took this to be Christ, and that's why you get Virgil in like showing up in Dante as like the best god, the best Roman ever, because he was so hip with Christ. Anyway, I will look into it.
Really? I didn't expect that. But thanks. It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless.
Am I your type,
I'm
Virgil?
glad you arrived
Oh,
when
I'm a
you did.
woman.
I'd
Is
start
Lydia your
figuring
type?
out who the cultists are.
Evidently
Or maybe
not.
ask around among the merchants here. Someone who lives or works in the forum must have
Christians
seen
are
something.
coming
If you
after
find them,
homie
please don't
Virgil.
hurt or humiliate them.
I won't hurt
I
or
suspect they're
humiliate
just
them.
Confused.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. And while it's all a bit vague, at least he has a vision.
At least he has a vision. You're so right. Oh, wait, I don't want to ask him if anything I can do to change that.
My vote isn't for sale, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, I think the voting questions right now are not very useful for me. Straight as an arrow. The sinner. Upper cistern. Virgil has been receiving threatening notes. Ask the merchants in the forum for clues. Well, Decius fucking booked it 100 meters away, so I'm not going to ask him. My friend Georgius. Do you know anything about this?
Hello. This is troubling, is it not? I'm afraid I have no idea. It is
Surprised
ridiculous,
Christians
but
aren't
it is a
considered a
fact.
crime in this place. Well, it
But
might
my
be.
young
That's why
friend
they're
Fabia
secret, right?
confided in me that she saw someone
Fabia.
leaving graffiti on his shop front last night. Perhaps you
Fabia.
should ask her about it.
Okay. Thanks for the help.
I hope that our paths cross again soon.
Fabia. Okay, there is not a map marker for
Make
Fabia.
sure you stay away from that empty shrine. It's going to collapse at any
Anything
moment.
cool in here, by the way? A shovel. Neat shovel. You got some money. A note. Do you really want to be responsible for the sin that destroys us all? Okay, I see. That's the kind of note. And that sin,
Salve.
peccator, yeah. That just means sinner. There are a lot more illustrative terms of abuse you could use, but I guess there's no map. I don't imagine there's a map marker for that, right? Shoot. Because I don't really know where that is. Virgil is receiving hate mail over MSN Messenger. I can't ask Yulia. I really don't have any leads that have, like, markers on them. Oh!
You have to do something.
Okay.
A man
arrived in the
bar.
bast.
Real nasty sort.
Ah.
His face all covered up, and he's got a weapon.
Heard.
We have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule.
Is it a gun? Who are you?
Fabia, but now's
That's
not
Fabia.
the time.
Okay.
Are you going to help or not?
I will get right to it.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
Maybe we shouldn't meet in there? Yeah, do not go in there.
What? Why?
I have a bad feeling about it.
All right, fine.
Yeah, why would you hide in an empty shrine instead of a bakery? Come on. There's bread in the bakery. Okay. The bads are that away. That's the empty shrine. Yeah. What does this say? Shrine may collapse at any moment. Yeah, do not go in there. God, this place is large. Large and in charge. Whose temple is that? I'm curious. Well... Nope. Hey! Can I borrow that?
Stop right there. I am looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as
Quinctius.
Do you know where he is?
That guy's got 3 last names and no first name. Armed guy looking for him. Okay, I mean, like, obviously I can tell this guy to go drop a building on him, right? Have I been saving a very named guy? Yeah, I have not been saving. You're right. So I'm hesitant to kill this guy when I haven't saved. Actually, I was already, even before I remembered that I haven't saved, I'm already hesitant to kill this guy. Because I want his bow. That's... Now, I don't especially want advice from Frey, because I think Frey's played the game, but... is this a fuck it we ball moment? Or is this like a... let's play the game. Let's play this game a little bit. Fuck it we ball? Alright, fuck it we ball.
Thank you for your For service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
All right, Mr. Stanger. I am gonna come watch. Just I'll save right now. Might as well. I could have maybe waited until, like, does the game end? Am I fucked when he walks in here? But I don't much. I don't care. I frankly don't care. I think it'll be funny. Maybe I can stop him if I have to go back. Hey, sorry dude, but nice bow you've got there. Yoink! I'll take the arrows. Bounty notice. Emperor Nero, you were right, Noah. Good guess. All loyal sons of Rome are ordered to hunt and execute the arsonist and murderer Tiberius Quinctius Crispus from the Aventine district. He's 40 to 50, average height, average build, dark hair, green eye, blue eye. He's got homophobia in his eyes. He's the guy. He's the guy who. Quinctius is the guy sending hate mail to Virgil. He's got homophobia in his eyes. And he's a known associate of cultists. I will take that. Alright, well. Busted. Nero means Christendom is a crime. Who's this snake lady? Snake lady? I mean, like, I'm obviously going here, right? There's no way I'm not exploring. Oh, yeah, why don't I save? I'll try to remember to do that. Unfortunately, because it's like, I'm not remembering so much because it's not my usual button. Because I can't rebind the quick save. I do still have a flashlight. Well, it's not very sneaky if I use that though. So maybe I'll be a little bit more discreet. Now, is that a gap in the world, or is there something underneath us? There's a tunnel. I could jump down there, maybe. But I think I shouldn't. I know I said fuck it, we ball earlier, but I don't know that I'm that. Oh shit. A rat. Does he see me? Hey dog. I'm not trying to, like, invade your secret dungeon. I'm just here to chat.
Come and join me by the fire.
Yeah. Hey.
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
My name's Lydia V.
Sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
Straight up, I
Then
just
perhaps
found it.
The fates brought you here to learn the secrets of this place. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request.
It's not that far to get to the
I've been
town.
living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good
I just had a little lecture about Socrates the other day on Thursday. I can handle a little tete-a-tete.
Have you deduced the name of the god?
Well, that's not really a philosophical question.
You have much to learn.
Okay.
It's best if you figure it out on your own.
Cave.
Come back once you've made progress.
Behind Greek temple. Old Stanger wants noted. I would okay. I really like you to tell me though.
You should speak with your contemporaries.
They're not my contemporaries. I'm from the future.
Ask them about their stories and see if you detect a pattern of some sort. It is best if you come to this realization for yourself. You would never believe me if I told you.
I probably would though. I like to think I'm kind of hip, you know? Hip with it. Ooh, wait, that's just back the way I came, right? What do you, like, eat down here?
Ah, you've returned.
Yes, and I know the secret now. Oh, it's Diogenes the Cynic. He lives in a big bathtub, but he should have died hundreds of years ago. This guy's eating rocks. This guy eats rocks. I can swim, right? I'm just getting wet. I don't even need to swim. It's like ankle deep. He lives in a bathtub like Diogenes. So-called philosophy lovers say, "Oh, you've returned," when I literally have just like walked 3 feet past him. That's truly philosophical of you. He doesn't need food to sustain him, just philosophy. This guy eats gnomai and erudite quotations. Did I see? I saw it. Yeah, it was over here. I saw a little. Si non put. Oh! Why did I just pull a gun out at this? Si non putuerunt. If they are not able to surpass how we are able. Oh, pot. What? If they couldn't survive, how can we? Okay, there's just no punctuation. Yeah, to surpass or survive. Yeah, survive is fine for super essay. Probably better than what I said. Let's check out the baths. Wade against the current. Good advice. Good advice. If I find any currents, I will do just that. Neat little mosaic. Cool. Oh, hell yeah. Whack. We got a little diving board here. No graffiti. No graffiti in here. That's impressive. Big swimming pool. Oh shit, she's fucked. No way there's nothing in here, right? I guess not. This is like really fucking deep. It's like real deep. Whose towels? Who left their ropes out here? Okay. I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything in here yet, so I will move on. Oh, Meminise. Oh, that's what. Oh, that's where I fucking came from. I mean, obviously not like now, but like when I first arrived. Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Who's over this way? Oh, it's nighttime. There's a guy in a cage. Why do you keep a guy in a cage?
Hello? Hello?
What's your
My
story?
name's
Dooley.
I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up.
Lives in a cage. They got prisoners here? They got his
I
ass.
don't know. I don't remember.
Poor guy.
things so good.
He doesn't remember things.
I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
Somebody think you were going to steal.
But I wasn't. I was just looking.
Thief? Question mark?
They said I did it more than once, but I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy. Yes.
A liability.
They said I have to live.
He's a
here
liar, Billy.
and gave me this letter.
I'll read it.
But I'm not good
This
with
poor
words.
guy.
Do you?
He's bald.
You could read it for me.
Letter from Sentius to Dooley. I'm writing to you in relation to your incorrigible antisocial behavior arising from your obsession with lost treasure, alleged lost treasure. While I am sympathetic to your plight and the passing of your garden Hannibal some weeks ago, I wish to impress on you an important measure. The treasure... Do not seek the treasure! Given your memory limitations, it seems likely you simply misremembered. More importantly, since you have on several occasions been caught trespassing, including around the cisterns, which are strictly off limits, I have reluctantly come to the conclusion that you are a liability to this community and you must have your freedom limited lest you break the golden rule. It is my hope that this letter will assist you to remember why you were incarcerated should you experience further lapses in memory. This poor dude.
What does it say?
It says they caught you trespassing several times.
My treasure.
What treasure?
My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then...
This is so sad.
He died. It was very sad. He said, if anything ever happened to you, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find it. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns. But when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now
Put this guy in a cage.
Except my friend Galerius.
Galerius is
And
a good dude, it seems.
The priestess lady.
Equestria.
She's a nice lady.
If you give me the key, I can try to figure it out. Okay.
Said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust.
They...
But maybe you could help me get out of here.
We thought...
And I would trust you.
Hannibal, did he die crossing the mountains with the elephants? No, he died after that, but... It's probably a different Hannibal. But it is weird that he would be named after, like, the most hated enemy of Rome. Like, not to aim for the low-hanging fruit, but it is a little bit like naming a kid Adolf, as far as a Roman would be concerned. Romans did not like that guy. I'll talk to the magistrate.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what.
We might have a new magistrate.
Galerius? He's nice. I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything. If you help make him magistrate, he can get me out of here, and I can give you the key to my treasure. Hannibal said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high.
Yeah, Dooley.
Precious.
I mean, I'll see what I can do. It's kind of rude to ask a guy in a cage if you know a way out of here. I'm gonna be.
Bye-bye.
Dooley did nothing wrong. I wouldn't even say. Oh,
Have
poor
we
guy.
Met before?
Yes, we did. Okay, I can't say yes.
Bye-bye.
I'm just trying to look. I'm just trying to look here. There's a Greek inscription here. Basileas Pluton. The kings. Basileas Pluton. I mean, it means the kings of the wealth gods or something like that, or the of the king. It might just say, like, no, not even of the wealth gods. It's just like, Plutos is a tricky word because there's, it's a tricky god because he's got multiple names. Dooley's note. I did not do it! Dooley, no! He didn't do it. At least give him, like, a house.
Hello?
So Pluton can just be the nominative of the name Pluton. It can also be genitive plural of the noun or of the adjective Plutos. So it's hard for me to know exactly what that says without Ulpius, Amat, Scintilla. That says decidit. So he either loves, or no, ocidit. He either loves or kills, or killed. He either loves or killed, but Scintilla is not in the accusative case, which means it could have actually said, he forgot to write the letter M, scintillom, which would actually mean what it says. Ulpius loved Scintilla, corrected to Ulpius killed Scintilla. No, you forgot to write, if you were gonna correct him, you should have written the letter M there, because right now this isn't a proper sentence. It's got two subjects. It says Ulpius Scintilla loves. There's another cave. Alright, I am enjoying myself. Scintilla mentioned, yeah. I mean, why don't Ulpius. We have not met an Ulpius. How many people have we met? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I've got 18 names written down, so there can't be too many more people that I haven't met before. We got a little amphitheater here. The Myth of the Golden Rule by Dorotas the Younger. As per our custom, I shall begin by paying my respects to the god responsible for this city. For our continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion, he deserves our admiration. But here I must depart from our custom, for his attempt at imposing strict rule upon us is oppressive and overreaching and deserting our contempt. Who among us has not awoken at night in a cold sweat, fearing some sort of accidental transgression of the golden rule? All of us must accept that we are capable of error, whether from a momentary lapse in judgment or a conscious decision based on faulty reasoning. Yet the great threat, the sword of Damocles that we live under is, I believe, merely deception, and I shall prove it to you. Let me begin by dismissing the counter-arguments. How long is this? Oh, okay, not that long. First, it may be argued that the inscription stating, "The many shall suffer for the sins of one," is evidence that the golden rule is very real. But that is logically unsound, for we cannot assume the writers knew any more than we did. That this message was inscribed does not make it true, any more than if I were to inscribe Dorotos the Younger is a god. Second, it may be argued that the statues in this place are evidence that the golden rule is real. You need not remind me of that. It was I who discovered them all around the city. It was I who collected them, placed them in a handcart, and placed them in the niches in which they sit today. I will not soon forget them. And yet I refuse to leap to the conclusion that they were once real people. There's simply no evidence to support that conclusion. When we read the story of Venus bringing Pygmalion sculpture Galatea to life, we do not believe it is true. Why should we take a different view here? But ultimately, these arguments are just that. After years of living in fear, there is only one way for me to prove that golden rule is a falsehood, and that is through action. Friends, I have apologized in advance for this, but one day you will see this moment as a turning point in our city's history. Let us see once and for all if the golden rule is real, as I strike one of you with my fist. And then homie got glassed. They glassed his ass. Is that Georgius? Hey, Georgius. Written by the dude there, yeah. He got glassed. And so did all the people watching. Okay, that's the way I came from. I do not have like a great sense of direction in this game yet. I'm just trying to like look around, you know. An old chest. I can take this? I'll take it. Ixion, my old nemesis. They chained that guy to the wheel. That guy's, he's a wheeler. Free money is free money. It didn't say steal next to it, so I took it. I'm a stealer. Free money's free money. That's the last bottle of wine. Have a good night, y'all. Yeah, I'll be ending pretty soon, I think. I'm not gonna solve this mystery today. I think I'm just gonna continue a short while longer. Let us meet to elect our magistrate. Okay, people are talking. He wasn't using it. He was busy being put on the wheel. There's creeper vines here. If they might be climbable, if only they could support my weight. Okay, so in other words, okay, let me go creeper vines in cave near dealer / behind theater. Okay. Yeah, have a good night, Noah. Oh my god, the dead light, it's so annoying. Errant ex sangues sini corporeat ossibus umbras. They wander from blood unless shadows with bodies and bones. What they want the bloodless shadows. Okay, why is it written umbras? That shit does not say that. That shit that I'm sorry, that one was like very wrong. Like all of the words are there, but the syntactical relationship that this translation supposes is simply not there. Umbras is not in a case to be errant. It doesn't agree with ex sangues. Oh, that's sine. Okay, I thought it was sine. So sine makes more sense. But sine corpore ossibus. I guess. Oh, and ex sangues agree. That says umbras, right? Yeah, it's not as on further reflection, it's not as bad as I first thought, but umbras is not in the right case. And the handwriting sucks. Cool art though. Yo, Galerius just like ran away from me. I got turned around. Is there anywhere else to go here? Up. 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 No. This was a dead end. Okay. I gotta go the long way back. Where the fuck was the way out again? Here. This way. This way. Oh, I can go down. There's more to explore around every corner. There's a lot of quests that I have not made any progress at all on. That's free money. Tell Sentius I expect Malleolus. What the heck? What gave me that impression? Go. Goose eggs. I'm taking it. The golden goose eggs. What? Okay. I'm just like, I'm just walking around over here, This is not a lot of farmland to feed 28 people, I must say.
The many shall suffer.
I'm out of time.
For the sins of the one.
Bad news, guys. But the good news is now the rule has already been broken, so I can just start blasting. I see these guys. Okay. I don't think it's working. Sentius has committed. He's done the thing. Alright, well that might be a good stopping point. Woof. I did not know that that's how that happened. I guess I could have deduced that it was on a timer. But I did know that this was a... I did know that this had a time loop component. I mean, it was kind of obvious. The way that Alan described it.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back?
I'm Lydia V. We've had this conversation before.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Your name is Galerius.
Oh, Bacchus, how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
No problem.
Oh, and since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked
A
real hard on it.
device? You didn't give me a device last time. Thank you for the zipline handle.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be
We
faster
got
than
fast
walking.
travel.
And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably.
Thanks, I'll be going now. Perhaps you could care of some urgent problems for me.
Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
I need you to stop Fabia entering the empty shrine. And tell the new arrival he'll find what he's looking for. I don't actually want that. Can I go back? Ah, well.
Alright, let me
Damn.
see. Stop.
That's it, now
I'll
go.
go. But once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
I didn't want to do that, but okay, that's fine. Oh, here's the zip line. I am going to end the game here, but how do I use it? How did he say to use it? I should not have shot those arrows. How do I zip? Oh, well, I can't zip line down that way. Can I do that from here? Is this stupid? Well, at least there was water. Check out that butterfly. I'm gonna end, but one thing I wanted to do was, like, really quick, see if I couldn't get the Silphium. You know, like some rapid fire stuff. Cause, like, is she dead already? She's not dead. Hey bro, you want a bow?
You there? I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you carry.
Yeah, you want it?
Hear how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban. But I'm impressed.
Well, I just got here.
Before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts.
Go on.
Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues?
Yes. The statues come to life and fire a golden bolt. Something just fucking... Oh, the collapse happened.
Figure it out. In any case, supposedly, one or two of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold.
Oh, cool.
Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life, which has to be stopped.
And yet,
on the other hand,
that guy got squished. I was like, what the fuck is going on over there? The goose that laid the gold. Did I say that out loud when I picked up those goose eggs? I thought it when I picked up the goose eggs. Yeah, sure, yeah. Without the drawbacks, sure.
We are talking riches beyond imagining. And even if we were to split all those riches between the two of us,
It's true, half of infinite is still infinite.
Is still infinite.
Yeah, on one condition. On one condition.
Excellent. So the first question is, how do we get our hands on one of those golden bows? Now, I have a plan. But first, tell me, are you familiar with the story of the goddess Diana?
With story? With the story? Like, what story? Like, yeah, I know her.
Then none of this should be a surprise to you. Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the battle, and the
Do you know this story? Okay, good. I'm glad you do. I'm gonna tell it to you anyway.
She carried with her a golden bow and a quiver of golden arrows. And it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana in this very
good.
forum with a prominent statue of the goddess
Oh,
herself.
good.
And would you like to guess what she's holding?
Wow, a
in her
golden
hand?
bow and arrow?
Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure out how to retrieve it without breaking you know what.
But you want me to steal it.
Gods no. If you tried that, we'll be dead within moments, I'm sure. No, here's what I propose. You give your
Yeah.
bow to me.
I was just gonna see if I could save save our friend Yulia. I don't think I'm gonna try to open anything else.
Darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly. It's more of a trade.
Ah, yeah, good idea.
No mistake.
It's theft.
It's a dangerous path, and there's no
Unless we give something of equal value.
In my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now,
Brilliant.
you must have questions. Ask away.
Can you give me the Sylphium?
So, are you in, partner?
I'm going to pass. Action or horror elements? I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it right now, but maybe another time.
Ugh, fine. Stay poor and ignorant forever then.
Why did that update a thorn in the paw? Is it because she died? Can you... Don't even talk to me. Okay, well, what? Dang. Alright, well, I'll do it on another loop. I'll do it on another loop. But, I just like ran over here with the bow because I'm thinking... I'm just thinking maybe I can just get it out of he also just called me a shithead. Well, that was fun. I mean, I have several sticky notes worth of notes. But otherwise I don't have a whole lot. Like I've only just begun sorting through this mystery. But thank you for watching the old stream. Let me see if there's anyone to raid. Why don't we raid? Oh wait, sorry, I don't know what happens when you decline, but thanks for the stream. Yeah, I will find out what happens when I decline because I just saved. You're welcome for the stream. I'm gonna raid Old Faithful, my friend. He's not my friend. He's just a streamer I follow. Mr. Shasta, thanks for watching. Have a good night, and I'll see you the next time I get to streaming. Bye.